What's up guys and welcome back. Today this video is going to be the prelude to my Resident Evil 2 Remake Let's Play. The main reason for this video is for you guys to get a little backstory on my relationship with the Resident Evil franchise and just how excited I am for playing this new one and what to expect from the Let's Play. Now, my relationship with the Resident Evil franchise is that it's pretty much the first horror game that got me into gaming in general. I watched my brother play it when I was about maybe 5 or 6 years old, and I just loved the horror aspect of it and just how you could show this haunted mansion with monsters in a video game and it'd be scary and awesome at the same time. Obviously at the time I didn't pick up on the comedy aspects of it with the voice acting and just some of the dialogue. That definitely grew on me as the years went by. Now, I didn't get too much of a hands-on with the original game, so I think it was the second one where I first actually played it from beginning to end by myself, and yeah, I just loved the game. I loved the music, I loved the locations, the police precinct and stuff like that. And from that point onwards, I pretty much played every Resident Evil that came out, besides some of the lesser known like gun games or Resident Evil Gaiden, which is like a Game Boy game, which I don't think the majority of people have even heard of. And I remember about 2000, 2001 sometime, I saw a magazine for the GameCube and it had images of the Resident Evil remake. And back then I obviously didn't have too much access to the internet, so this was like the first time seeing it, and the thing just looked incredible. It was such an improvement. And I pretty much bought that game before I even had a GameCube because I was so excited to play it. And the Resident Evil Remake pretty much became my favourite game of all time. Just everything about the original game, they had the atmosphere, the horror, the campiness, and they just turned it up a notch. And those backgrounds in that game were like, still look amazing to this day. And if you've not played the Resident Evil Remake, you need to go and check out like the PS4, Xbox One or the PC remaster, because it still looks really good. So from this point in 2001 or 2, I wanted a Resident Evil 2 make ever since playing that one and it becoming my favourite game. That's not an uncommon thought. I've seen a lot of people over the years looking on gaming forums waiting for this Resident Evil 2 remake ever since the remake of the first game came out. I would say it's pretty much on the same level as the people who are fans of Final Fantasy VII and want a remake for that. As the years went by, the hopes of it happening were just looking slimmer and slimmer with the way that the series went to more action oriented, and we just didn't think we were going to get it. And eventually one day, I think it was some of the members of the team of the original Resident Evil 2 came together with an announcement video saying they were going to remake it, with the infamous video of the guy with the t-shirt saying "We do it." And from that point on, the speculation just grew and I was really hyped for it. One of the things that happened with this announcement was a lot of speculation about what sort of game it was going to be. Were they going to be an over-the-top shoulder shooter like Resident Evil 4, or more action-oriented like 5 or 6, or were they going to carbon copy the remake of the original and make it fixed camera angles and strictly horror with a lack of ammo and inventory space and all that kind of stuff? So the speculation just only grew over the years, and we really got to a point where we had no information for such a long time. It even got to the game's 20th year anniversary, and the Europe Capcom anyway, they really didn't say even a word about it, so everyone was kind of pissed off. And we pretty much had to wait till E3 the following year when we finally got a trailer for the game, and that trailer just blew me away. The graphics looked amazing, it looked like a horror game, it looked like the original sort of vibe and atmosphere of Resident Evil 2, but with the over-the-top shoulder view from Resident Evil 4. After this point, I pretty much tried to stay away from as much content and videos and information and screenshots of the game as possible. Obviously that was quite hard with just seeing things pop up all over the place and on YouTube, but I managed to stay clear of most of the stuff. But then again, I've played the game so many times and there's not that much that could be spoiled for me. So if you're new to my channel, I actually did do a Let's Play of Resident Evil 7. I'll leave the link to the playlist down below. But yeah, I really enjoyed doing that because that was like my first time experience of playing a Resident Evil game, a franchise that I love, with you guys. So when Resident Evil 2 was announced, I just knew I definitely had to do this game because it's going to be full of such nostalgia and I'm just going to be nerding out the whole time, and I want you guys to see how passionate I am about this game. So I think if you do check out my Let's Play, you'll definitely enjoy some of the little nerdy little facts I'm going to be coming out with, and probably me jumping out of my skin a few times because the new zombies look pretty fucking damn scary. I don't actually have a strict schedule to when the videos are going to be going out. I'm definitely going to get part 1 up tomorrow if I do actually receive my Steam code for the game. I would say you would expect to see a part every 3 days at the latest, because I'm going to try and do them as fast as possible just to get through them. I'm not quite sure on which campaign I'm going to start yet first. So here's a checklist of what to expect in my Let's Play. You're going to see me jumping out of my chair because I have my headphones up pretty fucking loud. There's going to be some profanity because I just cannot tame myself when a zombie jumps out and tries to bite my brains out. You're going to see plenty of nerdy facts because Resident Evil is so ingrained in my brain. I know everything about that series, and I'm just going to be picking up things like things that are new and things that are the same, and just little cool things that I'm going to pick up all the way through. I think it's just going to be a fun Let's Play, and I hope you guys consider checking it out because yeah, this is fun for me and I want it to be fun for you too. So yeah, that's really it for this video. I just wanted to share my excitement for the remake and just to let you guys know my relationship with the franchise and just how much I'm looking forward to it, and I hope you guys can stick around and check out the Let's Play when it's available. If you're going to be picking up this game, let me know which scenario we're going to start first. Are you going to go with Leon or Claire? I'm undecided as of yet. I'd be super excited if we get a Resident Evil 3 remake after this, because I love that game too with Nemesis. Let me know which one of the Resident Evil games you would love to see remade in this fashion. Thank you all for watching and stay tuned for part 1 of my Resident Evil 2 remake coming very soon.